Next up, we have Randall Wilson and Sophia Grace Seagraves. Randall is a sophomore at LSU Lab. He enjoys working on cars with his father. He loves playing guitar and plans to study physics in college. He loves spending time outdoors and taking in the landscape. Sophia Grace is a freshman at University View Academy. A hunter since the age of 8 years old, she is a 4-time state champion archer. No pressure, judges. She is an honor roll student and participates in Beta Club. She plans to study nursing and pursue a career as a NICU nurse. Randall is co-founder and chief executive officer, and Sophia Grace is co-founder and chief operating officer of Venari. Please welcome Randall and Sophia Grace.
6 months ago, 5 men in a southern parish of Louisiana were arrested for overfishing and overhunting, all because they just weren't aware of the rules and regulations. See, we understand that there's a lot of information out there on the web, but what we want to do is take the information, simplify it, and compact it so people don't have to waste hours of their time and they can avoid hefty fines and jail time. Our visual outlook of Venari will look something like this in the beginning, which will present seasonal changes, hunting properties, and nearby hunting grounds, so that people can have a sense of their surrounding. And of course, this is only our mock-up, so we are open to changing this at any time.
Our solution works because it keeps people from having to look on the web for something they can get in 5 minutes.
Of course, our growing market for outdoor recreation is experiencing exponential growth right now, which means it's a great time for y'all to invest in our market.
I love to hunt, and I know that I would rather spend my time outside rather than looking online for something that could take hours.
Of course, at Venari, we believe in the preservation of time because we know time is something you just can't get back. We recognize that these agencies, such as the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, have great information for the outdoor community, but what we want to do is take their information from their confusing websites, simplify it, and compact it so people can get on with their day and do what they love.
We first plan to market to the App Store and then eventually sell on Google Play.
Our main fixed cost behind this will be somewhere around $29,000, and after we sell our app for $5 at a value-based price scale, after our taxes and everything, we'll be selling and taking in a gross profit of $3.50 per app. This means that we need only 8,200 apps to break even, and compared to the 440,000 plus licensed hunters in Louisiana, it's not a big comparison at all. This is still excluding the fishers, photographers, and bird watchers in Louisiana. Today, we're asking for $4,000 with a total personal investment of $1,000. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Next time you go out for an outdoor adventure, we want you to remember us, Venari. My name's Randall Wilson.
I'm Sophie Seagraves.
And I hope we can stay in touch.
How did you guys come up with the name?
At first, we really were eyeballing just some random names just so we could get a feel for something that would apply to all outdoor enthusiasts. But we went to something called Venari, which means just to hunt in a different language because we thought it's something that a lot of people in Louisiana can connect under.
What made you decide to charge for the app since a lot of this information, all difficult, is public information? What guided you on that decision?
Well, a lot of people don't want to take their time for hours a day just looking for information, and even then they could miss their events that they'd been hoping to go for so long. And we just want to take that information and simplify it because we know people, if they just get on with their day and do what they love, they'd be so much happier than spending hours of their time on the line whenever they could be hunting, fishing, or just doing what they love.
And have you all thought about, could you all be liable? You were talking earlier in your presentation about someone getting fined for being in an area. If your app provided misinformation, have you all thought through how you would go about handling that?
We have. We are planning to connect with some people that can tell us and give us statements that people, if we use our app and they don't use it reliably by themselves, they would be liable for whatever charges may happen to them.
How would you test the app?
Well, at first, we're planning to go out into some selective areas and districts of Louisiana that I know personally and maybe she knows personally, as we both have experience in the outdoor community of Louisiana. And we would just go out there, see if everything's aligning all right course, seasonal changes, it'll change always, and it's something that we just kind of have to predict sometimes or eyeball, but it's something that we hope that we can get nailed down.
Did you consider partnering with wildlife and fisheries?
We have, actually, and at first we wanted to see if we could sell our idea to them, but we realized that it might be something that they aren't too keen on just in the beginning, since we'd be taking their information, which is a free agency, and just using it for our own profit a little bit, so.
Do you see opportunities for ad revenue?
I do, a little bit. It's still something we're trying to figure out, as we both are experiencing our own worlds of social media and all of that. But we plan to unite the idea that this is something to help the Louisiana state as a whole, than rather than just us two making profit.
Is a really good prep to get everyone focused, because these steps are steep.